on some of the initial damage of On, but does get chunked down to about 40% HP. We'll have to head back to base. Does enough, though, to allow for Hope and Kyle to crash this wave in once more and get themselves the first.
The moment, Elk still in the swap scenario. He's keeping that wave as far back as he can. And I will say from all this, Flandre is already behind Bin, and once you fall behind as Renekton and the Ornn, you do not get back into this matchup. It just ends up being Ornn-sided. So I'm a little bit concerned for Flandre in that aspect, because I just think that he is... I don't know what his value is this game as Grass Renekton. You are into some melees. I don't think he's going to get to interact as much as he quite wants. At least it's a happy Merc Treads game. Or no, it won't be Merc Treads. He's going to go Sterax and Steel Caps. Hopefully. We'll see what else is cooking.
Once he's traded, Bin doesn't have any mana. It's fine. Get the grub started up. Ooh, bullet time into the Solar Flare combo is chunking on down, but the Paranoia comes out. It looks like Shadow wants to rejoin the fight. He gets immediately stunned up, though, and AL could be in some trouble. Timbers comes out from Shanks. It's already 2 for 1 in favor of anyone's Legends as Shanks picks himself up a double kill. But here comes Elk. He has that ultimate available, and he is now fully unlocked. The Empowered W comes through. Another stun comes out, and Knight evens up the fight, and they're looking for more. Hope and Kyle are on the run, and they should be able to survive. But Elk... On the flip side, though, despite Tarzan dying off of that play in the mid lane, anyone's Legend still able to pick up the second dragon, so no chance at a soul early on for BLG, and that has bought AL at least a little bit of time.
I mean, they have time, but do they? Like, where are we at this point of the game, Graves? I think the fact that BLG has a gold lead is very concerning. Counterpart in Flandre, who, again, I took a weird rune for me and is just behind in this game and not useful.
He's so poor.
And I think that this game is just all BLG.
Yeah, gets targeted here. That grass not going to help you too much as Elk's going to get on the board once again. 4-1 and 3 on the Inara. And oh boy, can start to see things falling apart for your defending champions. Anyone's Legends have started up the Otacon, but they will not be able to do it without their top laner.
BLG. That reset was actually spotted. AL could rip this if they are feeling very bold. That would be incredibly bold.
From Shanks, so they will get themselves a third dragon, but it's going to cost them a whole lot of waves and maybe some turrets.
Yeah, if I'm BLG, that's fine. Like them just even bluffing that they could fight that, which I think they could if Shanks doesn't decide to TP, but that just opens up 2 more turrets for BLG. So that TP was, let's just say that Otacon and 2 turrets lost for Soul Point. That's quite the investment, Grapes. That's like buying GameStop at 60.
And yeah, we're not mooning just yet. Might have already gotten there. The fall off is now in tow,
GameStop's at $23 right now, by the way.
Oh,
just for reference, yeah.
I feel like you have. No, never mind. We're not gonna get into the nitty gritty.
I definitely lost money on GameStop, but that's fine. We're not.
Okay, I wasn't gonna like expose you on the broadcast, but
yeah, not our best. It's fine. Shout out in video.
Take one down as Knight has made it a 1-for-1, and now Flandre has the dominance. Elk is in severe danger, but he flashes.
If you flash over, you catch the W, and then you get kited out, so it's fine. I was trying to be adventurous there.
Yeah, Elk's gonna be okay with not cleaning out that secures them anything more than just an even numbers game at the end of the day. Take down Elk.
Old ref for the LCS at the time. Dakar was able to make that one. Talk about Ornn gold value. Regardless, though, I don't think it matters all too much.
Oh, wow. They're giving it.
Yeah, I don't see a world where AL can fight this.
Elk is singled out. He gets the kills. He's going to be okay for now, and he will eventually get taken down. Tarzan will fall. And now the Call of the Forge God has been opened up and only finds Flandre. Kyle very low. The Empowered W going to slow him down. Elk gets another kill. And in comes Shadow, fresh from taking the dragon. And it should be enough. They finally end up taking down Elk, but it is just a mere consolation. An ace picked up for BLG. Baron might not even be needed as they're going to march down the mid lane.
I think they're going to clean up mid, go clean up the dragon. If I'm them, that's the play. You do not give Infernal Soul. You do not give Infernal Soul. What are we going to do about Infernal Soul? I don't think they have time to get both. This is very split by BLG on the exit. Knight's going to actually TP to make this Baron work. And this Baron is not taken fast enough to go defend the Infernal Soul. You're going to be fighting Infernal Soul on bad conditions. You're going to have to goes down. And the back half of this play, Hope just ends up kind of getting mauled by this Yunara. That was
Dragon's
Baron
gone.
for Infernal Soul. That is frustrating.
Will they win the fight afterwards, though? Kyle on a one-way journey to try to help escort the rest of his team, but look at Bin. He's getting singled down to 1v4 himself. He's able to stay alive for a little bit, though. Call the Forge God does land, and now Flandre is taken very low. He's about half HP with the Dominus already popped. He slices away, but in goes Shadow, looking to try to dive onto the back line by himself. He almost takes down Hope single-handedly, but the Guardian Angel is going to slow down his continued assault. The bullet time comes out. Elk is going a lot when it's not enough. Hope saves the day with this bullet time.
That was a massive R from Hope and a big throw from BLG as Shadow goes way too deep on the Nocturne. Bin's gonna take the turret and clean some stuff up, but you just gave away Soul. I know you took Baron, but Soul is a permanent buff, and that fight, that ruins any hope of a real effective Baron. Have any Vamp outside of his kit right now. Like, there's none built. He'll get some with the Scimitar, which I assume is going to be the next item. That was definitely the right item. Yunar is still massive.
They're just going to send the Paranoia, allow them to at least get this inhibitor tower, and then likely clear out the crystal afterwards. The Solar Flare comes out. It only slows onto On as Shanks pops the Sun Disc to try to get this spawning very shortly as well.
I just hope at the end of this game that if AL wins, that Flandre just types stopgap. That's really all I care about.
The Solar Flare lands onto On. It could be enough. There's the support down, and the Keeper's Verdict knocks away Knight. Elk's still alive, though. Look at the damage that he's able to do. Transcendent, but the bullet time's going to zone him away. Shanks with the lead.
I will send anyone back to complete that, or IE, you know.
A little worried, though. Instead, they're going for a play onto Bin. They land the Solar Flare. It is on to Knight. He goes golden. Will be able to stay alive for a little bit, but surely should go down as Shanks picks up the gold. Call the Forge God lands onto Tarzan. They find a stun onto Elk. The Guardian Angel, though, has still not been procced. Shadow gets shuffled away as it's a crazy combat in the mid lane. Elk's gonna have to head back to base as the Guardian Angel will expire and send Shadow to the grave. AL win the fight with Baron spawned.
And BLG with the throw again, they have to go into an Infernal Soul. Yes, they have the scaling advantage, but the setups have been better for AL as, oh no, not another negative trade. You do not want to trade
Baron for Elder.
I
mean, they're going to have to do it.
They did.
Did Shanks TP in?
No.
All too late.
Did we just throw out the book on League of Legends macro in this series?
And no, Kyle's dead. Oh no. Elk gets the kill.
What is going on?
Shanks TP is about 15 seconds too late. They have the combat power. They still have Kyle on AL's side down for the next 5 seconds. Anyone's Legends cannot fight Bilibili Gaming at this point, and they might just have to. Call the Forge God lands onto Hope. Paranoia's out. This Misfortune is in so much danger. He goes down. Flandre goes down. That just might be the game, Chovy.
AL and Azir, or late game Yunara, is Elder forcing
again. Same time, same place, right on to Hope they go. It is a trade for Shadow, though, with the Elder still available for 10 more seconds. The Burn's going to still try to come in. Bin picks up the execute, but Shanks finds the shuffle. Guardian Angel and Elk is down, but the Elder is still alive. Bin gets a double kill, but finally Hope has fallen. It is Flandre and Kyle trying to save the game, but On and Knight are just too tanky. Bin trying to dash forward. It is a 3v2 across the map. The Elder has expired.
Reaction on that. I know he goes down. That's a game-saving
play. Flandre? He TP's in. He's going to try to find a flank onto Knight, but he keeps himself alive for a long time. Call the Forge God comes out. Flandre will go down. The bullet time going to try to light down a Bin, but he cancels it with the Searing Charge, and in comes the Paranoia. But Shanks is still alive. He uses the shuffle to get Shadow away, as still Bin is alive on the back line. Tarzan going to try to find the kill on a Knight. He has the control ward. Knight will go golden. Kyle going in onto On. Knight somehow still alive, as BLG are waiting for their hero to arrive. It is Elk on the Yunara in a 4v4.
Tarzan tried to do something so sick there. He was queuing and trying to get a Knight who was coming out of Zanya's to die. Was not able to connect with it. I think any fight or execute, you want to look for Annie here if I'm Kyle.
Paranoia once again just used to try to zone people away. AL playing things very safely underneath their bottom lane inhibitor tower. But Shadow uses the Paranoia to send supers into the final remaining Nexus turret.
Flash, he's the big member for me. Flandre to spot him out so they know he's in the brush.
Yeah, they see Bin there too. AL have to go forward because they know the game will end if the Elder goes over, as Knight is waiting with his stun in hand, looking for a Tibbers. He finds it onto Flandra, but the Renekton has gone tanky at this point. But look at Elk, he is unlocked, and he takes down Kyle. Call the Forge God will come through. Zanya's already popped from Shanks. It might be too late though. The bullet time doing a lot of damage, and Flandra takes down Elk. Knight is getting chased down by the big old crocodile too. He'll get himself a double kill before falling. Hope is still alive, but he's going up against an 8-0 bin, but he gets yeeted away by Tarzan.
Look at the Nexus. There's not a lot of damage for this. I think they're going to try and play it. Wait, the inhibs respawn. The inhibs respawn.
A huge break here for anyone's legend. On, Dredge lines onto the wall. That might be enough. Hope very strong at this point too. Searing charge does not connect. There's a TP in 30 seconds on Knight. Got to keep your eyes on that, as the Elder Dragon is still up. Nobody wanting to fully take it down, as both junglers are available with their smites online.
Shadow is all.
Shadow going forward, looking for a flank. Here's the Oran Horn. His on has already fallen. It finds onto Hope. The Guardian Angel's been popped, but Tarzan now is able to take down the Nocturne, and AL can go towards the Elder.
Look at Shadow. He has ult up. He's dead. Just wait for the ult. If you're going to take these late game fights, I mean, Elk is fed out of his goddamn mind. He's traded out his last item like 3 or 4 times. But the finds that we've had, I think especially from Shanks, it's been a tough split for Shanks.
There's been a lot here for anyone's legend. Hope has a Zanya's Hourglass just to try to keep himself alive upon a collapse from Knight, Elk, or anybody else. As now the BLG base is the one being targeted. Important to note, there is an open Nexus on the other side if AL do falter, but the inhibit mid is down, and one more wave is crashing in for the defending chance to try to take down BLG. Teleport coming in. It's Knight looking for a flank, but he's very far away.
Was spotted.
They're waiting for Shadow to pull the trigger here with his paranoia. But already Elk is taken very low. He's at half HP. Look at the damage that the Elder's able to do. He has the GA. He should be able to revive at least.
I think if... Oh, wait. They haven't... Okay, they should see that ward be disabled. You can see Shanks is... Yeah, he's looking for Knight. Actually casted that turret one further back. If he stops the... Oh... If he found Knight there, they could have chased him out, and I think they could have played this much more aggressively.
30 seconds left of the Elder burn. Oran Horn lands onto 2. Dredge line is cancelled here by the steadfast presence. Knight finds the ulti, but it's going to be Shanks popping the Zanya's Hourglass. Bullet time comes out. Elk gets the kill, but his Guardian Angel has been procced. Here's the rest of the fight. Flandra looking to close the gap, but he won't be able to do so. Tarzan, the last survivor other than the GA. A teleport coming back in as Shanks went back to base, and he's going to try to rejoin the fight. Elder available for 5 more seconds, but they will not be able to end the game.
What the? Somehow, at every step, this game just continues to find ways to
Shanks with the Shurima Shuffle takes down Elk, and now there is no more carries alive unless you count Knight. He does a little bit of damage, but he gets taken down. The Nexus is exposed. Only Tarzan is alive. Somehow BLG hold it.
We've gone Nexus to Nexus for both teams, with both monster objectives being traded across. Absolute chaos in this game. Plugs are done. Let's see who has the pro diff in this one. It's AL. It's already been started.
Solar Flare, yes. It's BLG starting up the Elder Dragon. Depth charge lands onto Tarzan. They're going to try to box out the Poppy, but he's able to get into the pit. It's going to be everybody into the Elder Dragon pit. Who's going to get in the bullet time, though? It knocks down Knight. Guardian Angel's already been popped by Shadow. The Elder's still up. It gets claimed by Tarzan. And anyone's legends from Death's Door will come all the way back. And in 50 minutes' time, we'll hand Bilibili Gaming their first loss of split.
And it's been off the back of hope. Unara late game be damned. BLG's perfect record so far in the LPL be damned. Welcome back, Pandas.
It was a long road throughout the first round robin, throughout this 3-game series. But AL can rejoice as they have taken down BLG.